Handelabra Games streams Sentinels of the Multiverse. Tonight, we have a slightly different lineup than usual. I'm John Arnold, the lead developer. We have two other Handelabranauts here. We have Jean-Marc. Say hello.
Hey.
That was weird. Jean-Marc's developer and maestro composer. Check out our blog for a post about his music process. And we have Jennifer.
Hello.
And Jennifer is a developer and graphic designer as well. So, looks like people are watching advertising, but they should be hearing our dulcet tones very soon. So Jeremy is not feeling super good today, so he is not on. He might join the chat room at some point, so watch out for that. Depending on what he's up to. He is busy as well, so. All right, I will go ahead and do this intro thing that Jeremy does every week. So, welcome to the Handelabra live stream. Oh, the thing! Welcome to the live stream of Sentinels of the Multiverse. So the goal of these streams is to show you how to play the game, plow the game. I'm going to just change all the words. And to cover...
Hey! Jeremy does this way better than me.
Yeah, I should just not even bother if you're just going to say hey all the time. So you'll get some insight into the process. You might see something new. You're actually going to see something new this week. There's lots of in-progress stuff that we like to show. So we're going to teach you a few tips and tricks about battling a particular villain from Infernal Relics who is going to be showing up tonight. Usually we play one game, sometimes a little extra, sometimes not, depending on how long the game goes. And usually it's about an hour and a half. You can get the game for iPad, Android tablets, and PC and Mac, and Linux on Steam. And go to sentinelsdigital.com and check it out if you don't have it yet. You should. All right. That's all the intro. Jeremy's much better at that. He's a salesman. All right, so I am running the stream tonight, so I actually have to click on things. You might want to continue tuning in because multiplayer is also in the works, and we're hoping to demo that in the stream soon. What do you think about that, Jennifer?
I think it's pretty cool, and I'm excited to test that out soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's gonna.
Because I have not. I think I'm the only of the three of us. I think I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, we're hoping to get a company game together tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. People are saying video's not working. Yeah, Twitch is having some issues on iOS. That's not really our fault. We don't control Twitch, so you might want to try on the computer if your iPhone version isn't working. So let's hop into new game. And pretty typical lineup here, right? Nothing new? Is there anything new? Maybe.
Is the chairman new?
Yeah, the chairman. Chairman's in Rook City. It's an expansion you can get right now. Actually, yes. The chat room is lagged, so they don't know yet. But, we're going to play GloomWeaver tonight. So, GloomWeaver, as some people may know, was programmed 100% by someone in this game. It's not me. You have to speak up.
No, I didn't. I programmed other one, not that one.
It's me, so you know who to yell at when there's a bug.
It's the Jennifer. Yeah, so all the cards of GloomWeaver were programmed by Jennifer. So we're going to play GloomWeaver and find out if she did a good job.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, so as you may know, there are other villains coming in Infernal Relics, but GloomWeaver is the one we're going to play tonight. So we'll talk about him a little more in a second. For the environment, we're going to head over to Mars Base. Jeremy was actually looking at all the places that we have played in the last. There was a weird sort of lag thing that happened with the music there. And Mars Base we've only been to a couple times, so we're going to play there. And now my screen's really dark. As for heroes, there's a couple new heroes in Infernal Relics that you might have heard of. We're not going to be playing them tonight, but you will get a sneak peek of those in the future. I know everyone wants us to play everything new at the same time, but we're going to show things one at a time. So, there's 3 of us. I think we should play 3 heroes. You guys want to choose yours first? Jennifer? Oh, maybe the sound went because my Skype went and I'm talking to myself. No? Hang on a second. I think I have a technical difficulty. Hey, chat room, can you guys hear me? Say and tell me if you can hear me. I will just sing the song while I try to reconnect to Jennifer and Jean-Marc. Do, 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 do. All right, you guys can hear me, but I can't hear them, and that means you can't hear them either. Jennifer and Jean-Marc, are you there? Something wrong is happening. All right, the audio might disappear for a second here. Please stand by. Are you guys there?
I'm here. I don't see the screen.
Hey, you guys hear me? Hello, hello? Okay, you can hear me? All right. There's something went wrong with the thingy that I use, so I'm going to restart it. Yeah, definitely. Okay, say something, Jean-Marc and Jennifer.
I will say something, Jean-Marc and Jennifer.
I will also say something, Jean-Marc
right.
and Jennifer.
Looks like things are working again. Okay. So it was I think you were gone for, I heard a sound glitch and then you guys were gone. So, but we're back. And the chat room can let us know if you can hear. They can hear them all. All right, good. Okay, so I will ask again the cursed question. What hero do you want to play?
I always like
Absolute
Tempest.
Zero.
Okay, Absolute Zero for Jean-Marc. Jennifer?
Tempest?
Tempest. All right, classic. And I'm actually going to play the Wraith because the Wraith is actually the least played hero of all the heroes. Oh,
Really?
and yes, I need to share you the game screen. You could just say that out loud.
I think I did say it, but that might have been when the call was not.
Oh, it might have been
connected.
why I couldn't hear you. Yeah.
That is possible.
GloomWeaver has cast silence.
It's
on the
exactly
casters.
as I imagined it.
Yes. Yeah, so the Wraith actually we haven't had in a lot of games, and I was imagining that maybe that's because we felt like she was, we wanted to spread things around a little too much. But I love the Wraith. She's my favorite character, so I'm going to play the Wraith. So let's take a look at GloomWeaver. So he is a pretty bad dude, the Nightmare Walker on the front side. So he's all about zombies and relics. So he puts zombies out into play at the start of the game. He's going to flip over if there's lots of relics in play. We can win just by destroying relics. And he reanimates cultists. So
He also sticks pins in the heroes.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah, he has voodoo pins. On the other side, he is going to heal a whole bunch. And actually, I never get him to this side because I always beat him. So we'll see if this happens. And he reanimates guys again on this side, and then he deals damage. So, and actually, he never flips back. So once he gets to this side. And we'll just play him on regular, not advanced this time. We'll get him on advanced in the future. Are we all ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Ready.
Are we ready for FPO? FPO opening line.
FPO and placeholder graphics.
Yes. Also, yes, I wanted to mention that we don't have the new artwork for these guys yet. So all the artwork for GloomWeaver is not obviously super awesome new stuff yet. So
it is the image off of his character card right now.
He has a hard edge. But it's better than having a completely blank screen. And so when next time we play him, hopefully we will have that artwork in. There's a question about the villains having music. They don't have music yet, but they will. All right, let's go ahead. Well, let's see what our heroes have. We've got Absolute Zero. He's got a couple Frostbound Drains and Cryo Chamber and Impale.
Okay.
Tempest has got Chain Lightning, Elemental Subwave Inducer, Into the Stratosphere, and Reclaim from the Deep. Into the Stratosphere might be handy if he starts playing Terrible Relics.
Yes.
And for the Wraith, she's got all kinds of mega computers. I guess we're safe from whatever Krakens might appear on Mars base. An infrared eyepiece is always handy, though, so that's not too bad to start. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start the game. So the first thing he does is put out H zombie servants. So how was your experience programming GloomWeaver? Was it otherworldly, Jennifer?
It was. The zombies cooperated, but the voodoo pins were not as cooperative as the zombies.
There's one right now.
There it is.
So,
who would like a voodoo pin?
At the end of that hero's turn, that hero's player discards a card chosen randomly. E.
Yeah, that's not very good. It's in the Wraith in the picture.
Yeah.
It is.
I think the Wraith can take it here. I'm going to play infrared eyepiece, so I'm going to be drawing extra cards. So I will take it. And hopefully it doesn't discard something awesome on me, which it probably will.
Keep clicking on things. I forget that I'm not.
Not yet. All right, so let's see. I got a voodoo pin next to me. Look at that. It has 9 health.
Your face is in the way of one of the cards.
My face? Wait, what?
Yeah, your face is blocking one of the zombies.
Skype.
Oh, in Skype.
Yeah, but it's it's like the screen share of your screen that's so I can't move it.
What do you want to see?
The first card is blocked by a square.
Cryo chamber. So
that's interesting. Because your head is in front of one of the zombie servants on my screen.
Can you move it or hide it? Don't worry, we're going to finish multiplayer and then we won't have this problem soon.
Okay, I'm just going to play Impale, I think, for now.
Okay. Would you like to play it on one of these zombie servants or probably on GloomWeaver?
Probably on GloomWeaver.
Done.
Because those zombie servants won't be around for long. I hope.
I'm moving my face. I'm moving my face, but it's not doing anything. And you want to do your self-damage?
No, I will not deal my self-damage yet.
All right. Ooh. You don't have any modules, so it's playing with fire to play a thermal shockwave. Ho ho. All right, Jennifer, you're up.
All right. I am thinking about chain lightning some of the zombies.
Okay.
Maybe GloomWeaver. I'll hit GloomWeaver for 4, and then 2 of the zombies. Oh, or there's that, or the pin.
There's
I forgot
also
about
the pin.
Maybe I'll hit the pin for 3.
Okay. And then a zombie for 2.
Yeah.
The zombie says, "Mungra."
Yes.
And then you get to hit everything for 1.
That is correct.
So what's that little marble thing that GloomWeaver's holding? Is that something in his deck?
I don't think so.
It's an infernal relic.
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
Maybe the chat room knows. Maybe they will tell us. Okay, so I'm going to infrared eyepiece so that I can see what is coming and hopefully avert disaster. We got a Crimson Pin. Only 1 damage because it's H-2, looks like. And Pouch of Bones. I'm going to suggest we
let's put Pouch of Bones on the bottom.
Yeah. Let's just let Crimson Pin. He's holding a Skittle in his hand, Leo says.
Oh, okay. An infernal Skittle.
Or Funny Bunny.
Someone asks if your parents are French, Jean-Marc.
My mother is from Quebec. Her name is Lise Marie, and she wanted to give me a similar French name, so she named me Jean-Marc. And I am bilingual because I did French immersion, and she spoke French to a certain extent.
We are all tied for hit points. I want to see what card it made me discard. Oh, of course. It made me discard the one I didn't want it to. Utility Belt. Cool. Yes, I think you are... Unless you know other languages, Jennifer.
I do not.
Jean-Marc is the only multilingualist on the team.
I had high school Spanish, but that is not the same as speaking it.
Yeah, I mean, I learned French
I can take it because I can heal myself.
Okay. I learned French in school, as all
Eventually.
Canadians do. But and do you want to get hit by this zombie?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Sonic Blade asks how the Wraith lost her eyepiece. It was that silly pervasive red dust. So actually, we'll have an opportunity to discard and get some equipment into play, hopefully. And the Wraith can take this one.
Yeah, I need to get out my equipment.
Yeah, you do have 1 equipment that you can offer up for it, potentially. I guess the question is, do you want...
really want my modules, so I'm tempted to double skip.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I don't like going too far with him before getting the module. At least one of the modules out.
You got Horfire and Isothermic. Sweet.
Good.
So yeah, you can have Pervasive Red Dust play that for you. If you like.
Yes.
We had a question in the chat about what difficulty level is GloomWeaver, and he is difficulty 3. Difficulty level 3.
Alright, so you've also got Lightning Slash now, Jennifer.
I do like Lightning Slash. Thinking...
So you do have an equipment that you could get into play from Pervasive Red Dust, which is nice too.
Oh, yeah, actually, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind losing that, so...
Yeah, because it makes...
Yeah, I could... yeah. Yeah, why don't we put the, put my equipment into play so Pervasive Red Dust can destroy it.
No, actually, what I'm suggesting is, so this already destroyed the cards, but at the start of the environment turn, we can discard a card, and then you can play equipment from your trash. So it's actually a nice trick that you can discard something that you want to play.
Right.
At that time. So I'd suggest not playing that right now.
Okay. I think I will Lightning slash GloomWeaver, and then use my hero power on everybody.
Cool. Someone wants to know what sort of system they use to determine difficulty levels. I'm pretty sure it's whatever Christopher says.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine like whatever his play testers are saying influences what.
Yeah.
Like,
that would be something to ask Chris.
common perception is that this is a level 2 or 3.
Yeah. All right, nicely done, Tempest. Those zombies are in the grave, and they will never return. Zombies never do
Clearly,
that.
of course not.
All right.
Gloomweaver's zombies never come
Oh,
back.
good. I can get my stuff back. So I'm going to play a throwing knives and ping away at things a little bit. And that pin is going to make me discard, hopefully, a mega computer. Well, I guess hopefully a throwing knives. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Not a smoke bombs. Good. Dropped a mega computer.
That's okay.
All right.
Yes.
We agree.
Yes.
Absolute Zero, which would you like to discard?
The transducer.
And Tempest. This one. The Inducer.
The Inducer.
And then I actually want to pick up the
Outducer.
utility belt, so I'm going to discard. Yeah. Throwing knives. Alright. And now Absolute Zero can get that into play. Sometimes I like Pervasive Red Dust. This is actually probably a net gain for us at this time.
Yeah. The thing with the difficulty
But I want the
ratings
infrared
is
eyepiece.
that,
Yeah, infrared eyepiece.
just referring to the chat here, the thing about the difficulty ratings is that, like, there is a certain amount of, like, randomness in what cards the villain will play, but also, like, different heroes have a much harder time against different villains. So it's hard to give it just a single number.
Yeah, that's true.
But
all right, who wants to discard a card? Let's see what we have. I only have 2 cards. I could discard a mega computer, really, but
I'd be fine to discard one. I have 5.
I'm discarding extra cards every turn, which is taking a toll. Which one would you like to discard? Cryo chamber, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because especially right now, fire is the only thing that's useful for him to use.
All right. Hooray, he just plays a zombie.
Only one?
He has some pretty terrible cards he can play. Good old Impale. All right, now you've got some options.
Right. Frostbound Drain sounds okay to me.
All right. What would you like to hit?
Actually, maybe I'll... Do you want me to get rid of that pin on you?
That would be nice.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
Unless Tempest has something. No. I mean, Tempest do
No,
one.
not really.
So, yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Ryan
That is a
Frost.
very thing to have. Because you don't even get to choose what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And then... Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about the pin on me.
All right.
I mean, it'd be worse if it was a 5-player game, but...
Yeah, because it would be like 3 damage.
Yeah, and then deal myself 1 fire damage.
Unless you could twist the ether on GloomWeaver, make him heal you or hit you for fire or whatever. And you want to hit... Actually, if you ping the zombie servant, then...
Tempest can take him out. Yeah, sure.
Out.
That sounds fine.
Hooray!
Good. That will get me all set.
All right, Tempest, what damage type would you like to select?
Right now I guess it doesn't really matter. If we were playing Advanced Gloomweaver, it would make a bigger difference.
Maybe something that might help Absolute Zero.
Yes, that would be useful. What
Okay.
would,
Actually, I guess there's
what would be...
you have the damage reduction aspect, right? So,
Yeah.
You might want to pick something that...
Yeah, I don't know what kind of damage he does. 'cause
He doesn't do damage
I
on...
program him.
Yes, well, this guy does melee, but he's going to be dead. I imagine he does lots of infernal damage.
Yeah, I was thinking Infernal might be the way to go against GloomWeaver.
All right. It's thematic as well, because you get to
Yes.
infernally damage him. All right.
Well, he also does toxic damage too.
Yeah. What card would you like to play? You've got Flash Flood. There's no environment cards.
Yeah, I think I'll hold on to Flash Flood.
Into the Stratosphere might be good to save.
Yeah, I'll
Reclaim from the
save
Deep.
that. Yeah, Reclaim from the Deep. I'll play that.
Okay, I think there's some stuff that we could get, especially me. I've discarded a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Absolute Zero, do you want one of those on the top of your deck?
Sorry, distracted by chat. Yeah, let's put Frostbound Drain back.
Okay. I think you will be... Do you draw it right away with your other card? Yeah, so you'll get it... Whichever one you pick, you'll get from your other card, so that's handy. And which would you like back, Jennifer?
I'll take Chain Lightning back.
And Utility Belt for me. Yeah, people are talking about the Argent Adept. We've been playtesting him locally and can do some crazy things.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really like all of the Infernal Relics characters. They have some like interesting mechanics.
Oh, I think we lost Jean-Marc.
He sent us a message.
Yeah, he's on instant message. Let's I'm gonna hang up on him. Maybe. Do good stuff until I'm back, he says. Alright, we'll give him a minute. I guess we can play our turns until he gets back. Alright, you want to use your power?
I do. I want to use my powers. I will squall the zombies.
With
Or
Infernal,
the one remaining
with
zombie.
Infernal Squall.
Oh, look at that.
Looks good on the zombie.
It really does. It seems appropriate.
Cool, and a Vicious Cyclone.
Oh, very nice.
Is that Jean-Marc? Are you back?
I am John.
Oh my god, he's been played from the villain trash!
Oh no!
Okay, I think I'm gonna play Smoke Bombs, which is one of my favorite cards. It allows you to shut down a lot of small damage, so... Doing it. And then let's just get back to Infrared Eyepiece shenanigans. Alright, we have the choice of 2 voodoo pins. The Crimson Pin for 1 damage, or the Businessman Pin. So this one goes to the hero with the most cards in play. That's terrible. How about we play the other one?
Yeah, the other one's not bad at all.
I wouldn't say that any of the pins are good.
I mean,
Yeah, but the Crimson Pin against 3 is nothing.
yeah, it's only 1 damage.
Yeah.
This is like
Right.
3 damage or destroy one of your cards. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Who wants the the Crimson Pin just goes. It went on some. Oh no, it hasn't been played yet, so we're just forecasting it. Utility belt for next time, maybe. All right, and another oxygen leak. That's no problem. Absolute Zero hates this so much. Do you want to discard for it?
Sure. Well, my screen isn't updating.
Yeah, my screen is also not updating.
Let me stop sharing screen and restart it. Man, we should make multiplayer for this game. It's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Just,
That's a good idea.
just to save this problem, really. Do you get the screen back?
I got
Yeah,
a
I got
spinny.
it back.
Okay, alright.
All right. So
We're
who
good.
wants to discard a card? Actually, I guess Flash Flood. We don't really have any need for that right now.
Yeah, I can discard that. It's not a problem.
I mean, I could discard
I
and make it.
kind of like mine, so...
Okay. We'll probably nothing terrible will happen in the environment. How's that possible?
Right.
All right, the highest HP. Who
I
wants
guess
the
I can
pin?
take it.
You want to take it?
Sure.
Okay, maybe we'll all get one. It'll be like our badge. That Impale, still trucking along.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great card.
So yeah, I'll play as on board.
So this is a great card. If you draw a card, find a module, play a card. Almost always want to play that. Null point,
You know which module? Oh, yeah.
the one you don't have.
Yeah,
Well, you might
I don't
wanna have
want to choose the other one that just goes straight to the trash.
You could have a backup.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes to your hand, right? So,
And then I will play Frostbound Ring.
all right. Just
I'll
keep-
save the other thing for later.
All right.
And yeah,
After
on
Gloomweaver?
GloomWeaver.
Okay.
And then GloomWeaver again.
Poor Gloomweaver. Abzazir is tearing him up. And then fire damage.
Yep. And then next turn I'll start.
Start the cycle.
Yeah, start bringing up the cold stuff.
Hey, look, modular alignment. That's great. You can get that cryo chamber if you want to start healing more. All right. So this is irreducible, so it's going to redirect it. So this is my fault, so I'll take it. Okay. Do you have another favorite damage type, or do you want to stick with Infernal?
Infernal is nice, but if I change it to Toxic...
Unfortunately, that damage is irreducible on the pin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll stick with Infernal then. It seems to work nicely.
you could always into the stratosphere the pin if you wanted,
I could.
and then
I
it
could
won't
enter
be able
strat-
to get you anymore.
I was thinking about Vicious Cycloning Gloomweaver, though.
Okay. We
So
will put as
vicious.
many cards next to him as possible. And
Yes.
we can Squall.
It's good that the pins have HP.
Yeah. They start with Vitality. It does not need to be imbued.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that's part of the reason we may not get to Realm of Discord soon, because there are some issues with imbued Vitality, which turns all equipment and ongoings into targets, and the game hangs for like a minute right now when that happens, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool effect, though. Especially when you
Oh
have
yeah,
a-
it does change up the game quite a bit, but
Yeah. When you have a villain that has lots of ongoings, it's just like, oh, I will kill them and put them under Savage Mana now.
yeah, it's a cool environment, but it's buggy in some ways.
All right, I'm going to play Utility Belt. That lets me use an extra power, which is my favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what Gloomweaver is planning. We have a Profane Zealot. So this is his first non-zombie, really, that's been potentially coming out. Reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1. Whenever target other than this card is destroyed, it heals up. And then increase damage dealt by zombies by X, where X is the number of zombies in play. So he is also a zombie, right?
I
No,
don't
Oh, he's not.
think he counts as... He does not count as a zombie
He's
for
not a
that
zombie.
purpose.
I think his
But remember...
his promo version, he is a zombie, but not this version.
Yeah, but remember, anytime a cultist is destroyed, a zombie card comes into play.
Right. So we could...
Yeah, I think Strength of the Grave isn't that big deal right now.
Yeah, because there are no zombies.
Could be.
Well, we could probably
it's
get
not.
rid of it with someone's... Well, we don't have any ongoing destruction at the moment, but we can get some.
Yeah, I'll get some, or...
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put Strength of the Grave on top.
Yeah, there are enough ways to get rid of it. So.
And I can search for one soon, too. And I guess I'll throwing knives, just keep chipping away at these voodoo pins. And GloomWeaver.
There's a request to double-click on the cards so they can read what they do.
Sure. Which ones?
I guess just whenever there's one reference that we haven't... Because I just am like, oh yeah, play this, but I haven't been good about, like, let's see what this does so we can play it. So I'll try and remember to make that a priority.
So we have villainous weaponry. That's going to increase damage dealt by the villain. And there's that Strength of the Grave.
Yeah, which I could put that into the stratosphere.
Actually, that's not a bad idea, because that would sort of keep him doing...
Kind of.
On pause.
Yeah, slow him down.
Would slow him down.
Alright, so what are you going to play?
So now let's take a look at the null point calibration unit there.
So this is the other half of Absolute Zero's core stuff.
And this is what kind of keeps him going along and why I wasn't afraid to take much damage, or as much damage as I have. Because he can heal himself every time he's dealt cold damage, and he can deal himself cold damage various ways. So this is pretty good, and I will play it.
Play. And actually, you can have potentially Tempest deal you cold damage with something like Chain Lightning at some point, because he has his elemental thing.
Right.
All right. And would you like to heal, or would you like to damage?
Yeah, I'll just heal for now. It's just for one, unfortunately.
Well, GloomWeaver's kind of on pause, so...
Wait. Oh, right.
Yeah, so...
Sorry, I thought my damage was cancelled, but it's like...
It is cancelled.
It's nullified.
Yeah. It's a little... Yeah, it goes to 0, but then it turns into healing. All right. I will take +1.
Ooh.
So whenever there's a pink outline, that means it's irreducible damage. Because you can't reduce pink. I don't know. We had to pick something. Cool. So here at the start of your turn, it's asking about the damage type again. So what are we thinking we're potentially going to into the stratosphere?
What
are you thinking about?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna into the stratosphere, and then I don't really want to discard Chain Lightning, but I'll probably will discard was that Reclaim from the Deep?
You have Vicious Cyclone in play. And
Vicious Cyclone in play. Yeah.
Yeah, so this lets you discard up to 3 cards, right?
Right. I'm not gonna discard. I'm only gonna discard 1 card this turn, but.
Okay. So, do you have a damage preference?
Let's try Toxic this time.
Okay. He does do toxic damage sometimes.
Sometimes.
And the environment can. This environment.
Yes, the environment can. So I will discard Reclaim from the Deep. And that is all I want to discard this turn.
So I'll press stop. And then we have a toxic damage to GloomWeaver. Alright. And now here's your card play.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna send Strength of the Grave into the stratosphere.
Cool. So I'll bring this card up. It lets you take any villain card that's not indestructible and put it back on top of the deck. And then Tempest deals some damage. So you can actually choose those voodoo pins too, but they don't seem to be doing too much. So
yeah, they're there, but we can destroy. We can.
Yeah, we're chipping away at them.
They're less problematic than some of the other things GloomWeaver could pull out. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and let's hit everything for 1 toxic
For 1
damage.
toxic.
Are voodoo dolls susceptible to toxic damage?
I guess so.
Yes.
Ooh,
Just it
deep-bound
depends if
shackles.
it's like corrosive damage.
Oh, yay.
That card works really well with Vicious Cyclone. Alright, it is the Wraith. Oh, I have micro-targeting computer. I really like that. Cannot resist
And razor.
the micro-targeting computer, which increases projectile damage dealt by the Wraith by 2.
It is
Especially
pretty
guys-
nice to have that in play with the Wraith.
And that's the type of damage she deals. So.
Especially anyone playing pool, it's plus 10 damage. So we know what's on top of his deck, so I don't need to use infrared eyepiece.
I wonder if that pool down there is scum and villainy.
I think it might be, actually. I think that's
That's a pretty cool reference there.
yeah. It seems to me like it's a similar place.
That's a card from Rook City,
Yeah.
for those of you that don't know.
Yeah,
Alright.
because that's Wraith's, the Wraith's hometown.
I'm hitting that voodoo pin off of you, Jean-Marc.
Yay!
And I will hit GloomWeaver himself, and then I think I'll chip away at that villainous weaponry, and maybe it will get killed soon. Okay, and then I will take a damage reduction. And another smoke bombs. Which I can only play 1 of, but you know. GloomWeaver, you're looking the wrong way.
Yes.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
gonna have
Hey, we'll have
Pay
new
attention
artwork
to
soon
that.
for GloomWeaver.
that sequence there. It's easy to neglect it.
Yeah, so let's take a look at what the environment did. We know so GloomWeaver just sort of did his thing. We've got the self-destruct sequence. Yes, and you're impaling. Lots of stuff going on. So the self-destruct sequence is a way we can lose in this environment. So it comes into play and is a countdown. So we can skip our turn to pause it, basically. And if it counts up to 5, it's aborted. But if it gets to 0, we lose. Do we have any environment destruction? We have 1 in your trash. And I don't have a grappling hook, so we don't have a way to deal with it right now. But that might be
I mean,
okay.
when we destroy villainous weaponry, it'll go in the trash.
Yeah, but that doesn't help for this one. I think you're thinking of Silver Gulch.
Am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, in Silver Gulch, the Lost in Time has to do with the trash, but in here the self-destruct sequence has its own pile. So,
Okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking of Silver Gulch.
Yeah, so we need to skip our turns to put cards under it. I personally don't really worry about this until it has 1.
Yeah, well, I'm willing to wait to see if we get any environment destruction.
Yeah, because we might get Flash Flood, we might get Grappling Hook, and easily take care of it. So you do not want to skip?
Not this turn, no. But if it comes to it, then.
Okay. All right.
So let's take a look at the cards I have.
All right, you have
Especially because I can't see the first one.
Right, so Frostbound
Okay,
Drain.
that's a good one. But I don't really want to deal myself fire damage.
Horrifying.
Might play that one. Let's keep taking a look.
This one, you do have an equipment card in the trash, the Cryo Chamber.
What is it? Fire chamber. That might not be a bad idea.
And then you got Thermal Shockwave.
Let's see. How many targets are out there now? Is it like the pin? And,
There's Gloomweaver and Weaponry, and a pin on Tempest.
okay.
And you can also hit yourself for cold, too.
Right. I think I will put out Thermal Shockwave and use it once to hit myself, once for villainous weaponry, and once on Gloom.
Alright. Absolute Zero is not being selected. This is that bug that Jeremy was talking about. I can't click on Absolute Zero, but I can try to press numbers until I find them. Wait, it's not working.
Oh, you can't click on them.
I can't click on them.
Interesting. Okay, choose someone else for now, and then maybe it works.
Also, Tempest isn't there.
He is not.
There's a bug here, obviously.
That's something
There's
going on.
no bug
well,
in the game.
originally we thought it was related to imbued vitality, but now we know it's not.
Yeah. Villainous weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's because the pin is next to Tempest that it's not showing Tempest.
Maybe.
I'm guessing that's probably it.
So I still can't select me?
Oh, I think I can double click on you and do it.
Ah.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, there's no bug then.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Whatever. There's no bugs in this game. Alright, so you hit yourself for 4 damage because you did have the Impale cold damage as well. Do you want to send it back to yourself or out to something else?
What's my health at?
13.
Yeah, myself. I can't resist 4 health.
4 health is pretty sweet. You got another thermal shockwave that you can't play. Alright. Do you have a favorite damage type?
How about Infernal again?
Okay.
That's always fun.
So you don't have many cards left to discard for this.
Yeah, I think I will unfortunately skip discarding.
Okay.
For the moment.
Do you want to skip your turn?
Yeah.
I don't think we need to right now.
I don't think we need to yet. I can skip my next turn if I need to. And I was going to put on my Gene Bounce Shackles.
Okay.
They're suggesting that next turn you should select pants damage.
Okay.
I think that's because when you're playing on the tabletop, people sometimes, they choose damage types that don't exist. For fun.
Yeah, we need to add custom damage. Let's drop multiplayer and add custom damage types.
Yeah, and it automatically determines an animation for it based on what you type in. Like Google image search, not safe for work.
You may not be able to play with your friends, but at least you can see pants flying at the enemy.
That's right. All right, I'm gonna not skip. I'm gonna play Trust Fund and hope to get a grappling hook because you guys didn't get any environment destruction. There's a pretty good chance I'll get a grappling hook drawing this many cards. So Trust Fund, I draw 4 cards and discard 2. Oh yes, more mega computers. Keep them coming. Throat Jab is a good one.
Yeah, Throat Jab is nice.
Oh, alright. Well, those are good cards, but they're not what I want. So, I don't need another Razor Ordnance. And I don't really need the Mega Computers, but I'm going to drop the Smoke Bombs. Okay, so we don't know what's on his deck, so I'm going to take a look. Cursed Acolyte? Who's that guy?
It's that guy.
Here he goes, on top of the deck.
So he can be on the top of the deck. He deals each hero target 1 fire damage and 1 infernal damage. That's not so bad because we have smoke bombs. So it's actually going to be... and you actually like fire damage, and you don't care about infernal damage.
Yeah.
True.
I want Ron on top of the deck. I had to be explained the connection between Cursed Acolyte and Ronway. Who is in the chat?
Yeah, actually, we need the chat room to vote. Should this Cursed Acolyte runway go on the top or the bottom? Runway gets 1,000 votes. We'll have to wait for them to get their decision in.
So far, no votes. Oh, bottom.
Oh, vote for bottom. Oh, and
we have 1,000 votes for top.
Oh, looks like 1,002. 1,003 votes for the top.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Definitely
Not even close.
I think the top has it.
Yeah.
Runway is definitely a top. All right, and a combat stance. So we don't have a way to get rid of the self-destruct. FYI. I think I still have my damage reduction from before, so I don't need to reduce it by 4, I don't think. So I'm going to Throwing Knives. And keep chipping away. There's some accusations of ballot fraud, but I'm not sure about that. It seems okay to me.
I don't know. I think given the criteria and stuff that we had going, I think it was
clearly
fair.
delineated, right? All right, we lose a card. Oh, and Meteor Storm. All right, so it's actually kind of safe for us to...
Right.
Skip
Yeah,
turn.
so Meteor Storm
skip
means
turn.
everyone is immune to damage right now. Nobody can hurt anyone while that's out there.
Yeah, so Cursed Acolyte really wants to hit us, but cannot. So we'll just go ahead.
I actually occasionally use Meteor Storm in my testing, like unit tests, if I don't want damage to interfere with what I'm trying to do.
Oh yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Makes sense.
And so nothing happens. So yeah, so we can, and now you can't deal damage because of that. So, and here's an interesting bit of Sentinels trivia, I guess, or rules stuff. So if you skip your turn now for self-destruct sequence, it doesn't count for skipping your turn for Meteor Storm. You have to skip your turn for a reason, and then you don't actually get asked this question. Some people have asked us that before, and that's how that works. So you could say, yes, I want to skip your turn. You don't get to skip it for Meteor Storm. You're just done. You could say no, and then skip your turn for Meteor Storm instead. So
I will skip.
You will skip? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And another interesting thing is that the start of turn effects happen in the order of play. So